The next question is Stoicism a survival mechanism or a relationship strategy, or both?
Both.
Mm.
Both. Both.
Yeah.
Both. Because
survive. Yeah.
there was a story about the I know you guys heard about the story about the bird and the cow doo doo.
No, what's that?
Oh, I forgot how it goes. Okay, basically it was freezing cold outside. And the bird was freezing,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot how it goes. But the cow was freezing to death, and the cow had doo doo or whatever, and he was freezing to death, and he figured out, wait a minute, the cow. If I go in the cow doo doo, I would stay warm. So he went in the cow doo doo, he stayed warm, and he was so excited, he started screaming and shouting, "Yes, I'm alive. I'm warm now. I won't freeze to death." And then a bird ended up coming and eating him.
Damn.
So I guess the analogy goes, when there's three things. I guess, when you're deep in doo doo, don't tell anybody. When you're I forgot how it goes.
What?
Yeah, when you're deep in doo doo, don't tell anybody. When you if you found, I guess basically just keep your mouth closed. Just talk more, listen more than you talk.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And because a lot of times if you're talking too much, it's because you're trying to overcompensate for something. And I mean too much. You can talk a normal amount, but if you're talking too much, that's usually not a good thing. Especially when it comes to women. You don't want to be a fucking blabbermouth. You don't want to be a chatterbox. Guess what? No one actually cares. They don't want to hear that shit.
Right. But it is a little bit difficult though. Texting, if you have a girl who lives far away, it's kind of hard. Texting somebody and being in person is difficult.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, I mean that's almost impossible, in my opinion. To have a long distance relationship, that's
Yeah.
no. Just no. That shit doesn't work. To me that's not a real relationship, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Long distance. You live in New Mexico and they live in Detroit. What the fuck? That's not a relationship. Y'all niggas, you see them once a year. Once every 6 months. That's not a relationship to me.
Right.
Because you have to be with somebody. You have to actually be there.
Right.
And here's a tip. If you're a guy, if you take a girl on a date, then you got to take her to multiple spots. You know what I'm saying? Because that automatically grows the attachment. If you just go to Applebee's or some shit, you just go to a dinner or whatever, that's whack anyway. I don't like dinner dates personally, but
yeah.
If you just do that, then that's cool, but you take her home and that's it. She has nothing to think about, nothing to ponder over besides that dinner date. But if you take her to the dinner date, and then y'all go to go on a little walk, and then you go somewhere else, you go to a little carnival, whatever. Now she's seeing you in different environments, and that automatically, just subconsciously will grow the attachment. That's just a human nature thing. And that goes with friends too. Just a normal friend, even a guy. If you only see this person at school, for example, then you're not gonna feel that attached to them. Versus if you see them at school and then you go to the gym with them and then you go to their birthday party and then you go to a sleepover with them. You know what I'm saying? That when you see them outside of the same place all the time, if you see them in different environments, then that automatically grows your attachment to them and you already feel closer to them. Right. So that's just a little bit of a tip there.
Yeah, but not in the same. I mean, I don't know about in the same day though.
No, in the same day. It don't have to be long. It could be a 20-minute walk, for example, in the park.
And then go to the carnival and then go to the dinner date.
Yeah, literally.
It's a long time though, man.
It ain't that long.
But you guys go on dates though. What are you trying to accomplish though? Most of you, I bet 90% of you guys that go on dates are trying to find a girlfriend so you can fornicate with her. And that's not the goal, my friend. You don't want to be fornicating. Yeah. So what are you trying to accomplish? What are you really trying to accomplish? And it's why are you trying to go out to a girl in the first place? Ask yourself that. So I can have a girlfriend. Okay, why do you want a girlfriend?
Right.
Most of you guys, so I can have a cute girl, so I can have intercourse with, and so I can post online, so so I can look good in front of my other guys.
Yeah.
And that's not, when you're talking to a girl, the dating should come after that. all that stuff should come after you determine if she's a wife or not. That's how I believe. Like, actually, biblically,
facts.
relationships are only for marriage. Actually,
Right.
when you're courting somebody, you're not in a relationship with them. You're courting them. Like, honestly, it could take a 10-minute conversation. Like, I have all it might be like an interview. Hey, da-da-da-da-da-da. It doesn't have to be questioning, but it kind of came like questioning. Like, it doesn't take that long, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Do you like this? Yes. Do you like this? No. Okay. Like, if I'm a big fish guy, right? And then she says, hey, I'm allergic to fish. But hey, maybe it might not work out. And that's like, I'm telling you guys, when these guys, if there are girls watching this page too, if a guy's been with you for more than 6 months, and you're like at least 25, then he doesn't want to marry you. It's not that long for a guy to marry you or not.
Yeah.
It actually takes only you don't have to have intercourse with a girl if you marry her or not.
Right.
It's all about the parameters. Like, okay, if my foundation, right? It's about foundation, right? You can have a girl. Let's say you're a guy, you want a virgin who looks pretty, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you get a virgin who looks pretty, but she's also not docile. She also doesn't know how to cook. She has all these other bad things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you find that out later on, like 5 years down, and like, wait a minute, I can't marry you now. If you would have had a 5-minute conversation before you even got in that whatever, then you would have figured that out before then, and you would have avoided that. If you know what you want in a woman, right? I want a woman who does this, and this, and this, and this. You ask her if she does those things, and if she does, okay, now we can go on dates and stuff like that. Because what's the purpose of you spending all this money on you, and I can't even marry you? Yeah. We can just get right to the point right here and there.
Right.
I can just ask you the questions about you. You can ask me the questions about me. If they intertwine, then there we go. You know what I'm saying?
But that's a very, what are you saying?
Like I said, when you get a job at McDonald's, don't they interview first and then they give you the schedule and then they give you the perks of being in the relationship? When you get a job, right? You don't get the insurance from the job until I know that we'll be a good fit.
Right.
I don't know
Right.
you're going to be a good fit or not until we have an interview. An interview takes 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I'll call you back later and let you know. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get the perks of the relationship. You should not get my perks of me being with me if we're not going to be with each other long term. Because what's the point?
Yeah.
That's why I don't believe in dinner dates. That's why I don't believe in dates at all. I believe, okay, we can go on a walk in the park or go to a museum. Let's have a conversation with each other. Okay, what do you want in a man? What do you want in a woman? If they intertwine, okay, then we can start going out. You know, that's why. And the guys don't waste, because you're wasting the girl's youth and her fertility. And don't do that with a woman. If you can't see her as a wife, then you shouldn't be sleeping with her. You know what I'm saying? Then you shouldn't be with her.
Right.
Because you're wasting her time.
100% agreed. And what I would say is that that's a very high level insight though. That's a very high level thinking. Like most guys are not thinking about all that shit. I promise you. Like most guys are just trying to get their dick sucked. They're just trying to get some type of girl in their life or whatever. And so like what he just said is correct, but it takes a while for a guy to even realize that, to get to that point, you know.
Right.
Like you weren't thinking like that when you first started, you know.
Yeah, like when I had my last girl a year ago. I mean, that was different. I was a whole different. I was an isolated realm. I knew deep down, I knew that I didn't really like her like that. But it was just, if she's watching this, I mean,
no, she ain't watching.
I mean,
but either way, like, I just think that overall, the point of this episode, we were talking about not tying your self-worth to a lot of things, and that is another aspect of it. You don't want to tie your self-worth to the girl exactly at all. Just plain and simple. Don't tie your self-worth to her, because once you do that, it's game over. Game over. It's done from there, because she can't even respect you.
right.
You know, if the girl is your whole life, then you're cooked.
Right.
If the girl is your whole life, because like she needs a guy, like girls want, honestly, they just want a guy that has something going for him. You know, like